It would have been nice if I had that option too, but I think it's great for guys coming up to have that choice. Obviously, the CHL is a very highly touted league, so for those guys to be able to go to major junior or to college and still get an education, I think is awesome.
What was it like to see the Battle of Ontario come back in the playoffs?
It was great. We came out on the right side, so that's very positive. But yeah, great hockey on both sides. Something to build off of for sure.
Andy was saying yesterday they like the offense that you can bring. How do you bring up the other side of the game, the defensive side, that sort of thing?
For sure, yeah. I think it's a part of my game that I've worked on a lot for the past 3-4 years, especially with Reed Cashman, who was with the Washington Capitals before coming to Dartmouth. But working on that 200-foot game, especially I like to pride myself on draws and being really good on the face-off dot and the D zone. And I think that really came into fruition for my sophomore and junior year, and we keep developing that in pro.
Were you part of the horse today?
Yeah, it was really fun. We learned a lot, and the leadership that goes into I don't know what you call it, taming a horse or training a horse is really cool, and something that you can take into your own life to one day hopefully I make enough money to where I can be on a ranch and I can train my own horses. So that was really cool.
What's the message do you think they were sending you with you watched somebody train a horse?
Yeah, I think that the little things matter, and that foundation is really important. For probably we were there for 2.5 hours, and the first whole hour was just foundation stuff, teaching the horse how to move in different directions and to basically pay attention to you instead of paying attention to distractions and stuff like that. So I think that's really important as hockey players, is to keep your focus inside the boards and focus on what you're doing.
Does the horse have a name?
I did not catch the horse's name. No, I'm not sure if I'm missing.
Mystery for us.
Yeah.
How did he get the horse to listen to him?
So he had a training stick to where he would just make corrections for the horse to do the things he wanted to do, and once again, super interesting, and I've never seen that part of life, so it was pretty cool.
Is that the uniqueness of some of these things at development camp? I mean, not running the mill, but you might see the same things over and over again at some of these camps. But how cool is it to have something?
Really cool. Yeah, I think it's also something that relates a lot to hockey, is just focusing on that foundation and having a good base under you before you develop the little skills that we're developing here. The development camp, I mean, it's been awesome so far. It's been my favorite one over my past 3 years. Yeah, and obviously the on-ice stuff has been really good over the past 2 days, but the extracurriculars, the basketball, the opening address, the horse, all of it's been really well put together.
What was the opening address?
Pardon me?
What was the opening address?
It was with our GM, Brad Cheeleving. Wendell Clark spoke at it, which was really cool to hear his voice. And then the next morning, Coach Craig Berube spoke in the morning. Yeah.
But what do you think of the opportunity before you going into training camp?
Yeah, I'm just focused on what I can do now to develop. I want to put my best foot forward going into training camp. So I think every day matters for me in the weight room, on the ice, being a good person off the ice. So that's what I'm focused on.
What stood out the most about the session with the horse trainer?
It was a fun team building experience. I think just seeing a different life and that I had and a lot of others may not have had. So just cool perspective to see.
What was your kind of biggest eyebrow raising moment from it? I guess you spent about a couple hours there.
Yeah. I guess when he put the saddle on the horse, and it did not like that. So yeah, that's what we'll say.
What can you learn or take away from that? Because it doesn't, horse trainer, hockey players, like what can you learn from that?
That's a good question. I think one of the big takeaways is maybe kind of like a relationship you have to build with that horse. Being kind of assertive with it, but also like not too aggressive, right? So it's kind of like a teammate relationship that he kind of explained to us, where you have to get the horse to respect you and vice versa. So it's kind of a parallel between that and the hockey locker room.
You're a Western guy, aren't you? You should be used to horses.
Well, there's none at my house. Since that's
You've had some more traditional guest speakers at this camp. Who has resonated with you? From who you've heard from?
Yeah, we've had Berube speak to us now. He was awesome. I think really good perspectives from him, and he's been around the game for so long. So respect him as a human, and value his opinion as a person and a coach.
What was his message?
Well, I mean, it's compete and it's kind of like the willingness to go above and beyond, and how far you're willing to go for your teammates to compete, to battle, and so I think it comes down to that will, like I mentioned.
How did you your season? Your named captain when season starts in Lethbridge. How did that play out for you, and that responsibility and leadership?
It was a good challenge. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting being put into that role, and it was awesome for me. I think I grew a lot as a person, and had to get out of my comfort zone and be vocal and challenge our players and hold them accountable, as well as myself. So it's a two-way street. I think it allowed me to kind of care for everyone and a little bit more, and to kind of see more out of my teammates as humans, and to take that step towards understanding what everyone's going through on and off the ice, right? So I think trying to be there for my teammates and being accountable on and off the ice.
I know Danford was named captain in Oshawa as well. And to be have that same experience with that other prospect was too.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was your best leadership moment this season, do you think?
Ooh. I think it's just, I mean, look back at our season, it's tough to pick one, but I think our series against Calgary round 2, I think we were down 3-2, and then we took it back home and we won that game, and went to Calgary, do or die moment, and I think just having that calm presence, that was kind of my main focus, and just to try to be steady and show the guys that we're not here to panic. This is our game to take, and I think that went a long way with the guys, and everyone showed up and got it done. So that was very meaningful.
Throughout the season, who's the person in the Leafs organization that talks to you and tells you maybe what you need to work on in your game or anything like that?
Yeah, a lot of communication with Haley and Jake Muzzin. Jake was my main point of contact for the season, and we worked together a lot. Video work and just kind of regular check-ins. So it was fantastic to have him. He's brilliant mind to have, and great to work with.
Yeah, what's up? What's up like to have that Muzzin did everything in the NHL, won the Stanley Cup, to be in your corner and have that guy.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't really ask for anything better. He's a fantastic, just human being, right? Like a good character, and yeah, he's special to work with, and passed a lot of good lessons on to me, and just hoping to continue to build my game with him as I step into pro. And yeah.
What area of your game do you think he's helped you the most in?
I think one of his strengths when he played was just his ability to think the game well, and I think that's probably my biggest strength as well. So I think from that side, we sort of talked and exchanged a lot of ideas and gained a better understanding of what to do in certain situations, and then as well just being a little harder, being more physical on guys, and just kind of having a calmness about me on the ice, and just being patient with certain things.
What's been your welcome to the Leafs moment so far?
There hasn't really been a bad moment, but I would just say walking in here and just, taking a look at everything and seeing all the resources they have here, all the people they have here, and I was kind of like, wow, this place is amazing. So,
what was the, was there one part of the facility here where you were particularly gobsmacked?
I came here right after the combine
Okay.
on that Saturday, and just walking in the locker room and just seeing everything was like, wow, this place is amazing.
So the camp this week, I'm just wondering this morning that the horse trainer, what stood out about that?
Yeah, it was a good team building activity. It was good team bonding. A lot of guys haven't been up close to a horse before, so it was really cool for them. Purpose behind it was to inspire leadership, inspire trust and respect between everybody. So it was good.
What was the biggest eyebrow-raising moment? Guys were talking about putting the saddle on, or
Yeah.
what stood out to you, I guess?
Yeah, I've been around horses a little throughout my life, and so people were really surprised when they put the saddle on. The horse started bucking everywhere and went crazy, so that really surprised everybody. But you know, when the horse learned to trust the guy who was handling it, it settled down. So that's what he was trying to preach to us.
How much background do you have with horses?
Not much, but I've ridden a few times. So
Other speakers, more traditional guys, what has resonated the most from that for you?
just, you know, respect leads to trust, and trust leads to good relationships. That's what I took out.
Who said that, or which speech did that come from?
That came from the horse handler.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so that's perfect.
Yeah.
I know you also heard a session from the mental health consultant. What have you learned about dealing with pressure from this week?
Pressure can be a good thing if you channel into the right things. That's what I learned from that.
How do you feel like you've handled pressure in your young career?
Pretty well. You know, if you let pressure overwhelm you, it's a bad thing. But if you use it in a positive and good way, and you know, I deserve this pressure, I earned this pressure. That's a good way you can use it.
When you